Does education really change the African mind? Does education really change the tropical African mind, a mind steeped in orality of the tribe? I have 3 degrees from America and the UK, and that is exactly the question I could not escape while earning my education. Because the truth is that you can sit in a classroom for 16 years, pass every exam, wear the gown, take the photos, but walk out of formal education with a mind that has never been once developed. Schooled, but not developed. By the end of this video, you will know the difference and you will know which one your education delivered for you. As tropical Africans, our first heritage is oral tradition. Before we ever touch a book, we inherit the stories, the proverbs, and the songs of our clans and tribes. That oral inheritance is the deepest layer of our identity. But the education waiting for us in school, it has nothing to do with that inheritance. Not one school system in tropical Africa is built on an oral tradition or an indigenous curriculum. Every single one is built on what the European colonials left behind. Maybe it's unavoidable, but it still is a fact we have to grapple with. Take Uganda. Until 2020, the education curriculum in our secondary schools was essentially the one the British designed in 1920s. The Minister of Education herself admitted when the new curriculum was launched that it had not been revisited since the colonial education system was introduced. Think about that. Generations of African children, including me, probably including you, were trained on an operating system written by people who could never understand our deepest mind architecture and worldview. Now, this is not a video about which worldview is better, theirs or ours. That is the wrong question. The right question is this: does the education system develop our oral mind as tropical Africans? Here is my definition of how to actually develop the mind. A mind is developed when a person can reflect on their environment, apply reason, use what they read and what they experience in the real world to synthesize a worldview and how they should live life. Reflection, reasoning, reading and exploration, then synthesize. Did your education give you those 4 or 5 things? Did it develop your mind? If it gave you memorizing, cram work, past exams, it gave you certificates, not a mind. But the liberating thing is, if you can learn to read and to think, even if you never set foot in a school, even if you dropped out, you are 100% on the journey of developing your mind. The classroom was never the magic. The thinking is. So ask yourself honestly, and I welcome your answers in the comment section below. Did your education develop your mind, or did it just decorate your wall? While we argue about certificates, the world's top companies have quietly changed the rules. Google no longer requires a degree for many of its roles. Elon Musk has said openly that you don't need a degree to work at his companies. What they test for is skill, and above all, the ability to learn, to show human curiosity. The most valuable companies on earth are no longer asking, where did you study? They are asking, can you learn? Are you curious? Can you change? That is a mindset question. And mindset is precisely where the oral African mind, processed through a colonial curriculum, is never trained. In our 4th heritage framework, we call this default condition having a porous mind, a mind that lacks focus, follows groupthink, and waits for borrowed authority. The brave future we are going into, turbocharged by the AI revolution, requires a different type of mind, what we call a concentrated mind, a mind that can focus attention, grasp complexity, and judge its inheritances instead of obeying them passively. So, here is the verdict on all of us tropical Africans. Whether on the continent or outside the continent. Tribe gave us orality, religion gave us doctrine, and colonialism gave us the classroom. Three heritages, none of which we chose. We are just thrown into them. Our idea of the fourth heritage is that you must choose. You must become the conscious judge of the three inherited voices you hear in your head. The three heritages we are born into must become inputs, not masters. The work to do is a deliberate mindset change. If you can change your mind and then build schools, inside school or outside school, you become employable in a future where AI dominates and the best companies ask for evidence of skill, not papers. Education may not have developed your mind, but you have a choice to develop it now. Our framework is in 2 books, The Fourth Heritage and Beyond the Fourth Heritage. But if you want something short, you can digest in 30 minutes. Download the paper. Fourth Heritage Attention is all you need, free of charge at fourthheritage.com. Thank you.